Tyler Lake falls and barely escapes injury in a thrilling incident. After his recovery, he was hospitalized in Dubai for further medical treatment and care. His loyal partner, Nick, who stays by his side until he wakes up, tells Tyler that there must be a reason why he survived and urges him to find out what that reason is. In a Georgian prison, crime boss Zurab Radiani learns that his brother David's sentence extension has been extended for another 10 years. Zurab goes to the prison to meet the government official who extended David's sentence and asks the governor to release his brother. The governor, however, refuses to cooperate because he does not want the Americans to pursue him. Zurab stabs him in the throat with a pitchfork, and Nagazi kills the guards. Nick and Yaz take Tyler to a cozy cabin in Austria. Tyler has made elaborate plans for how he intends to spend his retirement. While he spends his time on personal matters, one evening he finds himself grieving the death of his son and the end of his marriage. David is reunited with his wife, Ketavan, along with their children, Sandro and Nina. David is determined to train his son to become a Nagazi despite Ketavan's objections. However, Sandro deeply admires his father and idolizes him. Tyler encounters a mysterious man named Alcott who persuades him to consider a job offer. Alcott tells him about the Nagazi brothers, Zurab and David, who experienced abuse at the hands of their father during the Georgian Civil War. This article explores their journey to escape with their family and how Zurab became overprotective of his younger brother. Tyler takes on the task of rescuing Ketavan and her children from the clutches of David, who has imprisoned them. To prepare for their mission, he decides to recruit Nick and Yaz while also focusing on getting himself in shape. The trio successfully infiltrates the prison, and Tyler skillfully navigates the situation, managing to reach Ketavan's cell. He successfully manages to quietly get herself and the kids out without waking up David. But Nina dropped her noisy toy, and David's loyal prisoners are on alert. He must act quickly. Tyler engages in a fierce fight with some of the prisoners, but the situation intensifies when he unexpectedly encounters David, who challenges him in a brief, intense scuffle. But their fight ended with Tyler stabbing David in the neck. As Tyler makes it outside the prison, he is faced with the daunting challenge of fighting off more inmates and guards who are engaged in a violent riot. He guides the family to Nick and Yaz's van, but the situation takes a dark turn when Zurab quickly learns of his brother's death and sends his men after everyone. After a lengthy car chase, Nina is injured as everyone runs onto a train to escape. However, the train is then pursued by a chopper with more of Zurab's men. Tyler fights and kills more goons while also bracing his family as the train derails and crashes. Zurab finds his brother's lifeless body and vows to seek revenge. Determined and fueled by grief, he gathers his men to execute his plan. Meanwhile, as the heroes and their family members recover from the recent events, Sandro is filled with anger upon learning that Tyler is responsible for the death of his father. On a plane journey, Nick discovers that Ketavan is Tyler's former sister-in-law. They have a brief moment where they reflect on Tyler's marriage to her sister, while Sandro secretly contacts Zurab to alert him of their whereabouts. When the team brings their family to a safe house in Vienna, Tyler opens up about his personal history with Nick and, later, his confrontation with Sandro over the alleged killing of David. After a while, Zurab's chopper started its journey to Safe's house. Tyler suddenly realizes that Sandro has led them there, forcing everyone to run and hide. As the villains begin to open fire, he takes quick action to ensure the safety of Nina and Ketavan. Meanwhile, Yaz bravely chases after Sandro but unexpectedly ends up going with Zurab. Tyler, Nick, and Yaz face off against Zurab and his men. Despite their best efforts and killing many more, they end up losing Yaz when Zurab shoots him before they can escape. After boarding the escape chopper, Yaz tragically dies from his wounds, leaving Nick devastated and weeping over the loss of her brother. Tyler brings everyone back home, where his ex-wife Mia unexpectedly shows up to be with her sister and niece. Mia privately confronts Tyler about his absence during their son's final hours. He opens up and admits that he felt helpless and couldn't bear to witness their child's passing. Zurab contacts Tyler to give him his location near an airfield by a church to end things. Despite Nick's protests, he decides to go alone so she can stay with the family. Tyler is determined to prevent Zurab from escaping by blowing up his van and plane, and he confronts Zurab in a church but discovers a bomb strapped to Sandro's body that will detonate if he is killed. Nick bravely steps forward to assist and ends up getting shot while helping Sandro remove and disarm the bomb. Nick arrives just in time to help in a dangerous situation. Despite getting shot, she enables Sandro to remove the bomb. Tyler and Zurab entered into a bloody and brutal fight. Even after being hit several times with a knife, Zurab declared that he would not stop killing Tyler, and Tyler put a bullet in Zurab's head. Nick suffers severe injuries, resulting in a loss of consciousness just moments before they are identified by the authorities. Both of them are hospitalized under police supervision. Mia visits Tyler in prison and reveals that Ketavan and the children are now in protective custody, and their assets have been seized by the American government. Tyler instructs her to find $1 million in cash at his cabin to hand over to them. Alcott bails Tyler out of prison for a new job, but Tyler refuses to do it without Nick. Alcott shows him that he not only bailed Nick out but also allowed them to work for the same people he works for. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification button, and hit the like button to stay updated and show your support. We appreciate you watching our videos.